We just finished a story out of Detroit. I just posted it. It's about an old couple that was followed home from a restaurant by a black guy. They parked their car. Black guy gets out, kills him, hurts her. And then the reporter came out and offered all these lame excuses. Well, don't walk out, don't go out at night, don't go out alone, don't do this, don't do that. Until ultimately all we're left with is lock yourself in the basement, put bars around the windows, have lots of dogs and guns, and never go out. But as for the idea, but whatever you do, never mention the inevitable quality of black on white crime and violence in a place like Detroit that makes life living hell. Never mention it. So the old ladies and the old man who get killed there with regularity, they'll never even know what hit them until it's too late. Okay, so that's what they say all the time. But what about this story? What are we going to tell this young lady?
I was getting dragged to the ground and left and right getting punched.
Jennifer Medina's walk home from the train station after school last week turned into a violent assault. Her attackers got away with her cell phone battery, a pair of headphones, and her sense of security.
I'm more aware now, and I look back. I always look back now.
She was left with cuts and bruises and a scraped up back.
I thought my neck was broken because of all the pain, because I got kicked in the head.
Police say the group of at least 20 teenagers attacked Medina on 4th Avenue near St. Mark's Place in Boerum Hill. The surveillance video captured the faces of a few of them, both teenage girls and boys. The group surrounded Medina and began to taunt her.
They was like, oh, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it?
After the assault, the attackers smashed her phone on the ground and ran away.
I think they just decided to do that because they didn't have nothing better to do with it.
So we have 20 black people walking down the street, and somehow it makes a whole ton of sense to beat the hell out of this young girl. In what world does that make sense? How often do we see that? A lot. How often do we see a reporter saying, oh wow, that was a whole bunch of black people attacking a white person? But race has nothing to do with that. That's what the omission means. Race has nothing to do with that. 20 black people attacking a white person is a coincidence. Even though it happens time and time and time again, whether it's on the subways, whether it's in movie theaters, whether it's at the park, whether it's riding a car down the street, you're surrounded by a bunch of motorcycles. This is a fact of life from Brooklyn and the Bronx, and some parts of Manhattan. But it's also a fact of life that reporters and public officials are in denial, deceit, and delusion about this enormous level of black on white crime, black mob violence, black criminality, black on old, black on young, black on gay, black on straight, epidemic levels. Reporters and public officials are in denial, deceit, and delusion about it. Here's another example. I don't know what's that girl supposed to do? What is she supposed to do to avoid that? Other than never go out and make the central organizing feature of your life not making the black kids angry.